Girl, me no fight over man. 2-time I'm pop you. When you're coming, I'm ranking shot. Yes, I saw me like it. Bring your body, come and make me ride it. Yes, and you are the man where you make me rejoice. Black people hypocrisy. See you down there. My time get wide up. Let them know say that nobody can stop me shine up. My humble beginnings make me want to do better, set a better life. It gave me a lot of dreams and inspiration and aspiration. So I just feel like my past has a lot to do with where I'm at right now.
Spice organized relief efforts through her Grace Hamilton Foundation, giving people care packages and clothing. She also rented 10 trucks filled with materials to help rebuild dozens of homes in the hardest hit areas.
What happens when Jamaica's most fearless artist shocks the world with a transformation nobody saw coming?
Yes, definitely. It was makeup. It was makeup. I did it over my entire body. And like you said, it was for a cause. I was trying to bring awareness to colorism.
But here's the twist. The final secret about what really happened backstage at one of music's biggest stages will leave you speechless. And wait until you hear about the lawsuit that's threatening to expose everything.
Allegedly that Spice were in an affair with Safari.
Grace LaToya Hamilton was born on August 6, 1982 in Spanish Town, Jamaica, in an area called Portmore. Growing up meant making do with whatever her family had, even when it wasn't much.
Definitely humble beginnings. I remember we used to sleep head, tail, just so we can fit on the bed sideways.
Some nights there wasn't enough food, but Grace's father saw something special in his daughter. He would play Professor Nuts and Bob Marley records constantly, and young Grace would recite every lyric. Her father made a deal. Whoever could sing Professor Nuts perfectly got extra dumplings at dinner.
Me started in my house with Professor Nuts because my father used to love Bob Marley and Professor Nuts. And so he used to say, anybody who can sing the Professor Nuts, I get extra dumplings. I'm used to love dumplings, so.
Grace never went hungry when it came to that challenge. Then tragedy struck. At just 9 years old, Grace lost her father. Shortly after, her family's house burned to the ground.
I was going to the St. Catherine High School and I came home and the house was gone. I lost the house to fire. And so that's why my slogan is from homeless to greatness.
Everything gone. From that moment, Grace Hamilton became homeless, bouncing between relatives and friends, sleeping wherever she could find space. But she held on to one thing her father told her: you're a star.
And so when he died, because he used to push so much into me that you're a star, you're a singer, you're going to be this person, I continued to pursue that dream and always had it in the back of my head that I'm going to be a singer.
At St. Catherine High School, Grace dominated the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission festivals, collecting medals in the music category year after year. Everyone expected her to become a chartered accountant. That was the plan. But music kept calling. She enrolled at the Edna Manley College of the Visual and Performing Arts, studying music and drama. The girl who once had nothing was betting everything on her voice.
But it was literally a battle. Like, my first stage show was a clash battle with the top man them in a dance hall. That's how it started for me. So at that night, Spice was born.
In 1999, at just 17, she got her break. Ninja Man introduced her to the stage. Then came Sting 2000, Jamaica's most brutal performance test.
And so I started to recite lyrics. And that's how I met someone and they told Evie Junior Fraser that, yo, this little girl, she talented, she bad. And he gave me the opportunity to perform and sing.
Think of it as dancehall's version of the Apollo, except the crowd throws bottles at you if you're not good enough. At 3 a.m., this teenager took the stage and demanded encore after encore.
And just literally, I ripped the stage apart at 3 a.m. in the morning, coming back to back, getting encores.
That night, Grace Hamilton died and Spice was born. No hit record yet, just pure talent and fearless energy. From that moment, people knew this girl from Portmore was different. But here's what nobody tells you about breaking through in dancehall as a woman. It's a war. For years, Spice grinded. In 2003, she released Complain with Dave Kelly's Madhouse Records. Then Fight Over Man in 2005 got people's attention in Jamaica. But it wasn't enough. She needed something bigger. She needed the world to notice. 2009 changed everything. Romping Shop with Vybz Kartel sampled Neo's Miss Independent and exploded internationally. It hit number 76 on Billboard's Hot R&B and Hip Hop Songs chart and stayed there for 15 weeks.
Romping Shop literally just go up the Billboard charts internationally. And it just took me to some places that I never dreamed that I would go.
Jamaica's Broadcasting Corporation banned it immediately for explicit content, which only made it bigger. Pitchfork later ranked it number 9 on their list of the 50 best dancehall songs of all time. That song, it took her around the world.
I said Romping Shop fed my family. And I don't know if you understand what that means, but because that song took me traveling throughout the world.
But there was a problem. The sample was never cleared. To this day, Romping Shop isn't on streaming platforms. The biggest song of her career locked away.
In 2009, Spice signed with VP Records, expecting her career to take off. But in her view, the next decade became far more difficult than she ever imagined.
I couldn't put out an album because I was in a contract for 10 years that I couldn't get out of.
Meanwhile, her career was building. So Me Like It dropped in 2013, and by January 2014, the music video became the most viewed by a female Jamaican artist on YouTube, currently sitting at over 129 million views. Busta Rhymes jumped on the remix. She appeared in her first film, Destiny, in 2014. The EP, So Me Like It, hit number 14 on Billboard's top reggae albums chart. But VP Records wouldn't let her release a full album. She was stuck. A decade of her prime trapped. Then came 2017. Spice performed at the Notting Hill Carnival in London, one of the world's largest street festivals. During her set, she brought a male fan on stage for what became an extremely sexually suggestive dance routine. The performance went viral for all the wrong reasons. Critics blasted her for being too explicit at a family-friendly event, but Spice defended herself. This was dancehall. This was her culture. This was who she'd always been on stage.
I was always bringing dancehall on my back everywhere I go. I travel with the genre. It come with me in the suitcase.
The backlash didn't stop her. If anything, it made her bolder. Then came 2018. Spice had had enough. She posted a photo on Instagram that broke the internet. Her skin appeared dramatically lighter, almost white. The backlash was immediate and vicious. But wait, it was all makeup. Every inch of her body painted to prove a point. The next day, she released Black Hypocrisy with a powerful music video addressing colorism in the Black community. The song debuted at the #1 spot on Billboard's Reggae Digital Song Sales chart. People finally understood. This wasn't a publicity stunt. This was activism through art.
With VP Records still holding her back, Spice did the unthinkable. She independently released Captured in November 2018 under her own label, Spice Official Entertainment. It debuted at #1 on the Billboard Reggae Albums chart, a mixtape she made herself with no label support, beating everyone. But here's where things got complicated. Spice wanted to give back. She'd never forgotten what it felt like to be young and struggling. So she planned a school tour across Jamaica, visiting high schools to talk to students about staying in school, saying no to drugs and violence, and chasing their dreams despite the odds. The backlash was swift and brutal. Religious groups, led by figures like Apostle Jeffrey Shutter, launched a campaign against the tour. They argued that Spice's sexually explicit music and provocative videos made her inappropriate for high school students. It didn't matter that she planned to share a positive message. It didn't matter that she wanted to inspire kids who looked like her, who came from nothing like she did. The pressure became too much. Schools backed out. The tour was canceled. Spice was devastated. Here she was, trying to help, and her own people were shutting her down. The same community that played her music at every party didn't want her speaking to their children about hope. Then freedom came. In 2021, she finally escaped VP Records. Shaggy believed in her vision and executive produced her debut studio album, 10, released on her 39th birthday, August 6, 2021.
Reaching out to Shaggy, explaining my situation with VP, can't come out of the contract, and he's like, come, go to the studio. And he was just blown away on my delivery, how talented I was. And he was like, you know, we gotta put something together, do the album and present it to them.
The album featured Go Down There with Shaggy and Sean Paul, which has over 300 million streams and earned platinum certification in Canada. 10 made history. It became the highest streaming album from Jamaica in 5 years and earns a Grammy nomination for Best Reggae Album at the 64th Grammy Awards in 2022, making Spice the first hardcore female dancehall artist ever nominated in that category. But television had been watching. After a guest appearance in Season 6, when Love and Hip Hop Atlanta came to Jamaica, Spice joined as a supporting cast member in Season 7, then became a main cast member in Season 8. The show documented her Grammy journey, her relationships, and some intense confrontations. The most controversial moment? In August 2023, during filming, cast member Erica Mena flipped a table and attacked Spice during an argument. While leaving, Mena called Spice a blue monkey and said she should have died during surgery. Wait, what surgery?
For a lot of people don't know, I went through a procedure where I had a terrible hernia experience. And it took me over a year back and forth in the hospital and doing multiple surgeries.
The sepsis literally ate away the flesh over her stomach. She even prepared a will, certain she wouldn't survive. Doctors said it might be connected to previous cosmetic procedures that weakened her abdominal muscles.
5 surgery procedures within like even 4 months. I was in and out of it. And so my stomach wall was weak and everything.
For months, she was fed through tubes. Her organs were failing, but somehow she survived. And that racist comment from Erica Mena, Spice didn't let it slide. She defended herself publicly, explaining that the argument started because Mena came at her first. Spice had made a comment about Mena's parenting, and Mena responded with violence and racism. The blue monkey slur was the final straw. VH1 fired Erica Mena from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta in September 2023.
March 2023. Spice posted photos that appeared to show a baby bump. The internet went wild with pregnancy rumors. Then, on March 17th, she released Gotta Bless Me, with a music video celebrating not pregnancy, but her rebirth after nearly dying.
Them don't like me, true, them say God bless me. All of them attack, them can't address me.
Later that day, she went on Instagram Live and told the full story. The dramatic weight loss, 4 surgeries that became 6, relearning to talk and walk and sing, and briefly dying on the operating table in the Dominican Republic.
Being in the hospital and seeing myself like that, laying out, can't walk, because I wasn't able to walk because I didn't have no stomach. So I had to learn to walk again. I had to learn to talk again. I had to learn to sing again. Lord.
But Spice doesn't stop. 1 week after Gotta Bless Me, she released Spice Marley, a gospel reggae tribute to her late father, Anthony Hamilton.
Cause Father gotta lead me, I keep me. My gotta lead me.
In May 2023, Tamarac's vice mayor awarded her the key to the region of Florida for her work in music. At the 2023 BET Awards, she performed in a tribute to Busta Rhymes, alongside Skilly Bang and Dexta Daps. August 2024, Spice independently released her 3rd studio album, Mirror 25, via her own label under license to Empire Distribution. The 25-track album, 1 song for each year of her career, featured Kimani Marley, Busta Rhymes, Lola Brooke, Pator Ranking, Jada Kingdom, Pampute, and Chronic Law. The intro included voice cameos from Bounty Killer, Nicki Minaj, and Vybz Kartel, who had just been released from prison after 13 years. Speaking of Kartel, his release in July 2024 was emotional for Spice.
That's the level of excitement that when I got the news that he's out, I just start run and scream, literally.
Their bond goes back to hungry days in Portmore. They built Romping Shop together. She visited him in prison, kept his name alive at every show worldwide, and when he walked free, she screamed so hard she lost her voice.
Kept that thing outside. Cause I know him in the road, me keep him name outside. I printed pictures when I was performing on stage, make sure that me perform the song, chant Free World Boss, everywhere me go throughout the world.
They've already started working on new music together. The king and queen of dancehall, reunited. But wait, that reunion sparked its own controversy. In 2025, during a major event, Spice crowned Vybz Kartel as the king of dancehall on stage. The backlash was immediate. Critics argued that Spice, despite being the queen of dancehall herself, didn't have the authority to make such a declaration. Some felt the title should be earned through consensus in the dancehall community, not given by one artist to another. Others accused her of being too biased because of their long history together. The controversy revealed how complicated dancehall politics really are. Even legends can't make moves without someone questioning their right to do so. Mirror 25 hit #1 on multiple charts, making Spice the first female Jamaican artist to achieve that level of debut success.
Looking in the mirror on my reflection, beautification, yeah, black creation.
Singles like 2085T, Round Round with Busta Rhymes, Gangster with Chronic Law, and Ex-Boyfriend showcase the album's range, from hard-hitting dancehall to introspective moments reflecting on 25 years in the game. But that 2085T caused some drama. The song referenced a friend sleeping with her ex. People assumed it was about Danger, who claimed it was assault. Spice found herself in a complicated position.
In the situation with Danger, my kid's father and myself, I am the only one who don't know what happened in that room.
She never named anyone in the song, but once the speculation started, there was no stopping it. The controversy highlighted something Spice has dealt with her whole career. Every move analyzed, every word dissected, every relationship scrutinized. Then came 2025, and things got legal. RT Boss, a figure in the dancehall community, announced he was suing Spice for defamation. According to reports, Spice had made allegations against him that he claimed were false and damaging to his reputation.
She come with an allegation, say that I'm a rapist. Come on, Jason. In America, you can't say that about people like I'm a homosexual. She just tried, because in Jamaica it's very homophobic.
Yeah.
So when you say that I'm a 15-year-old, that's tarnishing my brand and my character. So that's why I have to defend my brand and clear my name by do the lawsuit.
The lawsuit is still ongoing, but it's yet another battle in a career that's been defined by fights. Fights for respect, fights for her music, fights for her name.
And relationships? That's been complicated. Spice was engaged to Nicholas Lawal from 2006 to 2016. They have 2 children together, son Nicholas, born 2007, and daughter Nicola Toy, born 2011. After that relationship ended, she dated American cinematographer Justin Budd from 2020 to 2022. Since then, she's been single, focusing on her career and her kids.
When it comes to my job and affecting my dating life, it's very difficult. And I think maybe that's why I'm not even interested in dating.
Then October 2025 brought something that would test everything Spice had built. Hurricane Melissa slammed into Jamaica with devastating force. When Spice first flew back to see the damage, she cried.
It's devastating. For me, first time I went to Jamaica, I cried.
The lush greenery she'd grown up with, gone. The tropical beaches, destroyed. Trees weren't just fallen, they were broken, torn up from the roots, scattered across roads like matchsticks. Light poles were down everywhere. Half the island sat in darkness, no electricity.
Just knowing the lush greenery that used to be home, the tropical beaches, the trees that is now falling to the ground, the light poles, like half of the island is still without electricity.
Supermarkets that had food were shattered. Hospitals were damaged. Even the airport was affected. But what broke Spice's heart most were the people. Families sleeping outside because their homes had been completely wiped out. These were homes people had built over years, decades even. Life savings poured into 4 walls and a roof, now reduced to rubble. She saw people who'd been cut off from society, unable to call their families, isolated by blocked roads and fallen trees.
Now, a lot of people lost their home. Like, people are just sleeping outside. It's really hard to witness my people going through what they're going through right now.
And here's the thing about Jamaicans. They're prideful people. They don't easily ask for help. So when Spice arrived with the Grace Hamilton Women Empowerment Foundation and saw how eagerly people reached for food and water, how desperately they needed basic supplies, it shattered her.
Just to explain to you, Jamaicans are a group of people that they're very prideful. So when I went especially to the country areas and I was giving out the relief packages to see how they were eager to just get food and water, it broke me into a million pieces.
Most celebrities would have written a check and posted about it on Instagram, not Spice. She rented 10 trucks. Not 1, not 2, 10 trucks filled with building supplies.
I brought like building supplies with blocks and steel and cements and zinc and anything that I could find that would give them hope that they could build back their house and start.
She went to the hardest hit areas personally. There's footage of her standing on empty land where a large family's home used to be. Nothing left but memories and dirt.
So the first I came together with my team and I wanted to donate building supplies so that people who lost their homes can start a foundation just to restore their hope.
Building back Jamaica one house at a time became more than a slogan. It became a mission because Spice knew exactly what it felt like to be homeless. She'd slept on floors, bounced between relatives, lost everything in a fire. The same woman who once had nowhere to go made sure others wouldn't suffer that same desperation. She told reporters that even a small donation matters. In Jamaica, we have a term that says every mickle, mecca muckle. Every little bit adds up. Even if it's just $1, Jamaica needs it. Food supplies, tarpaulins, clothing, anything helps when you literally have nothing. The response was overwhelming. Artists, citizens, people from around the world started donating through Spice's foundation and other relief efforts. But Spice didn't stop at donations. She stayed on the ground, distributing supplies herself, hugging people who'd lost everything, reminding them they weren't alone.
Together, we're going to build back Jamaica. So it was just that rush of hope, the sense of hope, and just to see someone of my caliber coming to them, just to hug them. Sometimes a hug goes a long way.
Being the queen of dancehall means something. Spice didn't just break barriers, she kicked down doors. At the 2016 MOBO Awards, she became the first female dancehall artist ever nominated for Best Reggae Act. Her 2018 mixtape, Captured, and 2021 album, 10, both hit #1. She's officially been crowned the Queen of Dancehall on stage at Reggae Sumfest, has a key to a region in Florida, and continues performing at major festivals worldwide.
Beautiful diamond-encrusted tiara for none other than Spice Scandem!
In 2025, she's headlining Boomtown Fair and continues building her business empire. Beyond music, she launched Gracie Noir, her clothing line. In October 2020, she previously ran Spice Official Entertainment as her label, Spicy Couture Boutiques in Jamaica, Spicy Salon in Kingston, and the 8 Ball Sports Bar in Portmore. She also launched Faces and Laces beauty products. Her net worth is estimated at approximately $6 million as of 2025, built entirely through her own grind. Independent album releases, touring revenue, love and hip-hop salary, business ventures, and real estate investments. No major label machine. No management team for most of her career, just Spice, her vision, and her refusal to quit. But here's the part that gets me. Despite everything, homelessness, her father's death, a house fire, 10 years trapped in a bad record deal, nearly dying from sepsis, dealing with colorism and misogyny in a male-dominated industry, raising 2 kids mostly alone, having her school tour canceled by religious groups, getting called racist slurs on national television, getting sued for defamation, and now leading hurricane relief efforts, Spice never stopped. At 43, she's still at the top, still performing at that Sting 2000 energy level, still directing her own videos, producing her own beats, styling her own shoots, managing her own brand. She once said something that's stuck with me. My fans accept me for who I am. I'm very expressive and I'm very emotional. And they do, because Spice never pretended to be anything she wasn't. When people criticized her for performing at Pride events, she didn't backtrack. When they said she was too dark-skinned, she painted herself white and forced the conversation. When they said female dancehall artists couldn't headline stadiums, she proved them wrong. When VP Records tried to bury her, she became independent and thrived. When religious groups said she wasn't good enough to inspire their children, she kept trying to give back anyway. When Hurricane Melissa destroyed her country, she didn't just donate, she showed up. There's one story from the Narrow interview that captures who Spice really is. He asked about her long-standing beef with him, about the Blue Shoes interview that went viral for all the wrong reasons years ago.
I like your blue shoes.
Thank you. Yeah, I bought them with you specifically months ago.
Most artists would have held that grudge forever, but Spice showed up, cleared the air, apologized for her part, and moved forward.
But it should not be a situation where it should lead me to kind of insult or disrespect you like that. So I personally want to apologize for that.
That's growth. That's maturity. That's the kind of strength that can only come from surviving everything she's survived. Her son is 17 now, already seeing everything online about his parents' complicated history. Her daughter is 13. Spice raises them in Jamaica while working internationally, determined they'll have the stability she never had. What's next? A collaboration with Vibes Cartel is definitely coming. She's executive producing a Love and Hip Hop Atlanta cast album. She's continuing to tour Europe, the US, and the Caribbean. She's fighting that defamation lawsuit. And knowing Spice, there's probably another surprise waiting, another boundary to push, another statement to make, another door to kick down for the women coming behind her. But remember that secret I mentioned at the beginning? The one about what happened backstage at one of music's biggest stages? Well, during a recent interview, Spice revealed something about her Grammy Awards experience that nobody expected. When she arrived at the ceremony for her 10-album nomination, she walked the red carpet alone. No label executives beside her. No massive team, just her, after 20+ years of grinding. And when her category was announced and she didn't win, she didn't cry or feel defeated. She smiled, because being nominated as the first hardcore female dancehall artist in that category
meant she'd already won.
And I'm having fun. I'm happy to be the first hardcore dancehall artist to be nominated for a Grammy. So the experience alone, I appreciate.
She'd already made history. And sitting in that audience, thinking about sleeping head to tail with her siblings in that one bed, thinking about her father telling her she was a star, thinking about that night at Sting 2000 when a teenager from Portmore demanded the world pay attention, thinking about the schools that turned her away and the label that trapped her and the people who said she was too dark and too explicit and too much, thinking about standing on empty land in Jamaica after Hurricane Melissa promising families they'd rebuild, she realized something profound. The little girl who lost everything had gained something no one could ever take away. The absolute certainty that she belonged exactly where she was, controversies and all.